Liverpool's #1.
This station with attitude.
The world's greatest DJ.
Y'all know what it is.
No doubt it's the Prophet and the Saints. You're now watching the L100 radio show with DJ Toucan. Know that. Listening to the L100 radio show with DJ Toucan. But
They go Toucan every time.
Shout out to my man Toucan, all the way in Liverpool.
Big up DJ Toucan.
it's that Stuvie and you're listening to the L100 radio show.
JR local to global, you're listening to the L100 with DJ Toucan.
Now listen close and pay attention to I'll break this down. And this is the L100.
Liverpool's finest.
Yeah, it's your boy D-Boy checking in. It's the L100 with your boy DJ Toucan. But
You're watching L100 with DJ Toucan.
Yo, 2K L100 DJ Toucan.
Yeah, it's KOD coming with that raw. You're listening to the L100. What?
It's Rakeem, you listen to the L100 radio show with DJ Toucan.
Yes, it's Jamie Broad and you're listening to the L100 radio show with DJ Toucan.
This is Rush, you're listening to DJ Toucan.
Stalker Seb and you're listening to the L100 radio station.
C2, you're listening to the L100 with DJ Toucan.
Lyrical smash! Okay, so joining us in the studio right now is an MC whose lyrical and production skills cover everything from grime to hip-hop and even R&B. And since first jumping on the scene at the tender age of 11 years old, he's gone on to feature on tons of videos online and also had his music played on national radio, including BBC Radio 1 Extra. So we're excited to welcome the one and only Mr. C2 in the studio. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. It's good to be back.
Good to be back.
Yeah, man.
Back for the first time.
Back for the first time.
Now listen, we've got a lot to talk about in today's interview, but for those who don't know, can you tell us a little bit about how you first got involved in music?
Well, I first got involved because when I went into secondary school, like I was messing about and writing a few bars and that, but I never told anyone.
Right.
And then obviously Cast went to my primary school, and one day he was playing a tune on the playground, and I was like, is that you? He's like, yeah. It's like, well, yeah, I want to do that, you know, I've been writing bars. And he's like, yeah, come to mine with me one time, and I'll show you like.
So how old were you at the time?
He was 11.
11?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
So I mean, so you were playing this on, like, was it on phones then, or was it on?
Phones and MP3 players. Right, this is 2008 we're talking.
So I mean, at that age then, where would the 11-year-old go to? Because obviously, you know, you're so young. Where would you go to show off your skills?
Well, back then it was all about the Blackie.
Right.
This is when I think it's Jason ran the Blackie.
Okay.
In the studio in the Blackie, so we used to just go there with G-Fam.
Right.
Big
up G-Fam.
Yeah, big up Rugs and that.
So I mean, I guess you've seen a lot of MCs over that time. You've seen a lot of MCs come and go, really, from the local scene. So, but at the same time, your commitment and your hunger has carried on throughout all that. So, what's kept you pushing on? Because now you're 18 now.
Yeah.
18 now. So
no,
this
19
now. So it's been like an 8-year journey for you, even though you're only 19 years old. So, what's kept you pushing on all this time?
I think the main thing for me was always being put in Cast's shadow in school by everyone, so everyone used to push me to the side and skip me and say, oh, you need to leave it to Isaac, and then and obviously like I didn't listen to none of them people, and then Isaac stopped now, Cast stopped now, and then I've carried on, and now everyone's telling me, oh, remember we had faith in you back in school, but I'm just trying to prove them people wrong, really, at the end of the day.
And at the time that you started, at that young age, who was your musical influences then, back when you were 11?
Well, I'd say DMX and Biggie were the main ones,
right?
And Tupac, because that's all I listened to before I went into before I heard grime, it was just all hip hop.
Okay, so before you even got involved in grime, it was a hip hop thing that you were onto, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, and as for now, which artists do you check for now?
Probably Gets, Kano, Dot Rotten, like the more lyrical grime MCs,
right,
and the hyper ones.
And I mean, like over the years, you've collaborated with a lot of Liverpool artists. You mentioned Cast before. You've collaborated with Juvie, and now more recently people like KOD and Max and so on. So, is there any Liverpool or Merseyside artists that you're still looking at, thinking, well, I could do with working with them, or wouldn't mind working with them?
Yeah. Say Rico Don would be one of them, and I've already done something with Jeopardy. But Beyond Average would be another shout. Probably Jamie Broad, and probably like the more bigger ones like Trems. On that level.
So I mean, and if you had the chance to work with any artists out there, if you had the choice of all artists from across the world, who would be in your top 3?
Any artists, it's be me inspirations, man. Well, saying that, it'd probably either be Gets, Chip, or Ice Kid.
Really, yeah, they'd be the 3. If you had the unlimited budget, they'd be the 3 that you need.
Unlimited budget, because I don't rate many American artists anyway. So.
Okay, so I mean, 2016's been massive for you on a number of levels. But before we talk about that, let's get into one of the tracks.
Yo, I got bars. I make the man say raw, and I make y'all say ruh. I got lyrics, and me forget the gimmicks. They try pull up the guns, get slumped in a minute.
I got flow. I rip up the show with one bar. You see the kids come far, but wanna get no. They can't bar with the pro. I be the star of the show. I'm paid in full. Don't try and give me half of the dough. Best sparking alarm if I blow. Boom, that be the slogan. They try hate for the shogun. See, I be keeping it grimy. They best show me to Logan or Charlie. These amateurs can't spar me. Take on you and your army. Wanna get high like Marley. League of my own when they strike like Barney.
I got bars. I make the man say raw, and I make y'all say ruh. I got lyrics, and me forget the gimmicks. They try pull up the gums, get slumped in a minute.
Yo, I got seconds when I drop there like wow. They don't call me C no more. Problem is the word right now. I rep the L to the IV. That man on as grimy as I be. Some of them try me, they'll get left at the bottom of the queue like Riley. If you know, then you know. I'm the way I hit, I'm the Uno. Out of the world on Mars like Bruno. Drop heavy and hard like sumo. Hey, I do this with ease. Too many man just wanna make cheese. Way too corny and they jack trees. Move it, I'm just out for the peas.
Yo, I got bars. I make the man say raw, and I make y'all say ruh. I got lyrics, and me forget the gimmicks. They try pull up the gums, get slumped in a minute.
Yo, I shell, them man spit but no, he don't shell. In the clip I got more than one shell, so don't try come tell man about shell. Hey, I shell, them man spit but no, he don't shell. In the clip I got more than one shell, so don't try come tell man about shell.
Yeah, trust me, it's mad. R.I.P. Pace. Yeah. Bang.
Right, so that was the sound of C2 with Myth, and C2 is our guest in the studio tonight. So tell us a little bit more about that track and how it all came about, because as I say, it's one of my favourite tracks, and we got it on Win Extra, and so how did it all come about?
Well, it's a funny story, to be honest, how Myth came about. Well, I'd booked studio that day for 2 hours, and I just thought I had this other track that no one's heard, that I went to initially record, but before I went to studio, I was just sitting in Starbucks, and I just seen the beats, like they tweeted the beats, like saying free download, use the beats. So then I listened to the beats, so I just started writing a little 2 bars. Ended up getting like, what was it, like a 32. I ended up getting like 40 bars, like 48 bars, and then or 46 bars, and then it just literally, I wrote it in about half an hour in Starbucks, and then I had 20 minutes left at the end of my session in Coves.
Right.
And then I said to him, can I just make a start to this tune? And he was like, go ahead. So like literally we recorded Myth in like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then that turned out to be the better tune out of the two.
I mean, that's happened a lot of times across musical history. You find out that some of the biggest tracks that you know are the tracks that just about made an album or recorded in the last minute, so that's not an unusual thing. And I think that track as well took it to another level, because not only DJs were playing it on radio, but some club DJs were actually spinning it in the clubs as well, weren't they?
Yeah. Zeke played it in Project one night when I was
slightly,
wavy, man. And next thing, I like he was playing what was it? He was playing Lock Off by Section,
right?
And then like all of a sudden I heard my voice just blending in the background, and I just turned around like to all my boys, and got me rather gassed, to be honest. It was good.
And also going back to the One Extra thing as well, it dropped on Semtex's show and got a pull up. So how was that feeling for you to hear a track of yours on a national radio station getting wheeled up?
It was good actually, because I think it got played at like 12:30. I've been sitting there since 10 o'clock, just staring at the telly. And like I was sitting there, my mum stayed up with me, and then like, we listened to it, and like it got to the end of it got towards the end of the tune, and then it started again, and I was just like, wow.
Because I know, I mean, when I put Semtex onto it, it was like, I don't normally do that, but it was like when I heard the track a few times, I was like, this is radio, national radio ready. So I hit up Sem, I was like, listen, I don't normally do this, but you're gonna have to listen to this, and fair play, he played it. So now, speaking of One Extra, they rode into Liverpool ahead of the One Extra live show, and they set up a recording booth right in the middle of town. So, and you were one of the first, I believe, to get involved in that. So how did that go down?
That was all. It was good, because that's probably the first time I've been nervous in the last 6 years.
Really?
Because what it was is, a mate of mine, Vinny, told me about it. He's like, it's in Liverpool, because I was gonna go down to the one in Manchester, but I didn't get enough money to get down to Manchester. So so when I found out it was in Liverpool, I went down there. But like obviously the night before I had a show, which I got rather waved at as well. So when I actually got down to the street studio, I was still not 100% myself. So to do that in that state, and then get the reaction that I got,
because the reaction must have been big. Because I know I was listening, I was just driving, and Charlie Sloth was mentioning, okay, street studio coming up. He was like, you have to listen to this one, because this one's. And next minute I heard your voice coming in, it was like, okay. And then it was only short, but it was. I think you made the best use of that short time as well. So speaking of One Extra Live, do you think the effect of having One Extra on BBC in Liverpool on such a big scale, do you think that's going to leave any kind of legacy on the urban music scene? Do you think it really helps?
Well, I'm hoping it will, because at the moment it seems like they're doing a lot for the city. So if they just keep that momentum that they're giving, because they're giving the artists a lot of hope now. So I think it'd be unfair if once all this is over, they just forgot about the city, because all the artists, even this is ranging from producers to singers to rappers to MCs, everyone's gassed and buzzing, because it's that platform that everyone's wanted. It's a mainstream platform, and they're giving everyone a lot of hope, with meeting producers and stuff like that. So I think it's good that they've come to the city, but I think they just need to keep
the momentum going, basically.
Keep the momentum going and keep that link.
So, I mean, speaking of One Extra Live, or live events really, over the last 12 months, you've hit the stage alongside some big international artists, like J. Rue, DJ Premier, even hit up the Mobb Deep stage 12 months ago. So, what has that added to you as a performing artist, and what energy have you got from them performances?
Well, it was all just a learning curve for me, because obviously I've done shows in front of big audiences, but the audiences are there because it's like a festival, so
Right.
they might not be into rap or they might not be into hip hop, but with them shows, like, it was good to see the reaction of the crowd, because
Yeah.
they're there to hear that kind of music being played and that kind of music being performed. So I think, yeah, it's all just stepping stones, but big stepping stones,
Yeah.
and big opportunities.
For those who want to find out more about live performances, or people want to find out about releases, whatever, what is the best way of getting onto you?
The best way is to follow my Instagram, which is C from SND, or like my Facebook page, which is www.facebook.com/theofficialctwo.
Okay, cool. So anyway, listen, thanks a lot for speaking to us. You know, you're always welcome back in here. Next time you got anything new, any new projects popping off, then make sure you come and speak to us. And best luck in the future.
Thanks, man.
No worries, mate.
The station with attitude. KCC.